why did Michael Jordan look at Hitler and was like, you know what? There's something about that guy's facial hair, man. I got to bring that back.
Pull up, all craft, pull up.
Welcome to Canon Balls, our weekly comedy plot recap of Star Wars canon for the casual fan. This week we're discussing the first 5 episodes of Season 4 of Clone Wars. I'm Brian Carey, and I'm joined by my co-hosts, Aaron Laramie.
Christ is risen.
Matt Martirosian.
Stop.
And Wesley, it's a Gungan waterproofing, Isaac.
Spay and neuter your pets.
Oh, that is perfect. That might be the best one we've had.
The Bob Barker.
I was like, time to throw it out, boys.
Oh, man. Little lesson.
Drew Carey is not as, Bob Barker, he was always he was like, spay and neuter your pets, man. He was always like bringing that shit up. And Drew Carey just, he doesn't care about spaying or neutering your pets. He just does it out of obligation.
But yeah, love the spay and neuter message. That's
I got you.
What the people come for.
It's purely responsible.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do later on. I don't know how I'm gonna top that. I'll have to think about it for the next 50 minutes.
So let's assume we may have some new viewers this week. Wes or anyone who wants to hop in, how would you describe our podcast?
I don't know.
I think Wes can take that by the horns there.
I felt very affirmed and then absolutely not affirmed at all.
Or anyone.
Wes, or anybody but Wes. Tell us about our podcast.
But not both. Only Wes or someone other than Wes.
I don't want to do it now.
I was going to say, I feel like that summed it up right there.
Do you like Star Wars?
That's how you describe it? Do you like Star Wars?
Are you a fan of Star Wars? Have you recently been in an unlawful lawsuit? Call me, Wes Isaac, attorney at law. I will get you off.
Wes Isaac, Star Wars lawyer.
I think that's pretty accurate.
Stars.
We talk a little bit about Star Wars. lawyer of the stars. We talk a little bit about Star Wars. If you want some Star Wars stuff you've never heard about, it's pretty good. Brian's gonna be like, I'm gonna talk about Star Wars. Marty's eventually gonna just completely check out. Aaron's gonna end up being a little bit confused.
Everyone's getting slandered today.
No, listen. Brian's gonna be steady the most of the time. Eventually, he's gonna get pissed off with all the bullshit.
Yep.
Marty's gonna kind of check out.
Yep.
Aaron's gonna be relatively confused. There's a chance that he accidentally just knocks his laptop over and loses connection. And I'm going to get drunker as we go. So I'll be funny, and then I'll just be belligerent. So it's like, if you want to listen to a good podcast, check out the first 10, 15 minutes. Towards the back end, it just becomes slop. Welcome to Canon Balls.
And I'd invite any fan here, if you have read every single extended universe novel, or if you saw Baby Yoda and thought, that thing looks cute, you're welcome.
Absolutely.
So Season 4 of Clone Wars, apparently that's when shit gets real, huh, Marty?
Let's hit it.
It's rolling.
Yeah, Marty has, of course, seen all of Clone Wars. I'm making my first way through, and yeah. So, you like this, boys? We got our slideshow now.
No, what is this?
We got our
slideshow. Like this at all.
Oh, Brian busted this out last episode.
Oh yeah.
Fuck, I missed. You know what? I still haven't watched it. I will maybe someday, probably not. Fuck it, we're getting way more professional by every day, man. Remember when this podcast started and the audio quality was shit, and we're like, so he works as a person who makes food, and he hosts a competition for robots, and it's a recipe for disaster. And I'm like, that's great.
If you are reliving the good old days.
Yeah, I'm like, this show's a knockout. Daryl did great.
Yeah. We're like, when is Daryl gonna finish his balloon trip around the world?
We're almost a 1-year anniversary of that. I think it's coming up at the end of the month.
That's frightening.
Honestly, I'm still. I've said it in podcasts prior. I'll say it again. I'm still confused at how you got me to sign on to literally almost every. I think I've missed like 2 or 3 in almost a year. Every Sunday for a year, I've been like, yeah,
episodes pretty much.
I'll hop on. Yeah, I've done like my batting average for episodes is after I'm better than Miguel Cabrera hitting.
Oh,
hitting
yeah,
fingers in
you're
the snow.
batting 900 at this point, probably.
Or like way
up for 90s.
years.
Let's get to the Clone Wars so I could show off our little slideshow here with
Dude, let's get it.
Yeah, season 4, episode 1, Water War.
Oh man, he looks like he's underwater.
Oh yeah.
You're right though. These episode titles, man, I can't. I didn't realize they were this bad.
They're like water ball.
Yeah, can we do what we did last time where it's like you kind of tell us a little bit of the plot and we try to guess the title of the episode?
Yeah, we could do that. So this is going to be a 3-episode arc. So you could start thinking about what episode 2 will be called and episode 3 of this. So
they're like
water fight, water
ransacking the temple. Like, what's the next episode going to be called? It's called Ransacking the Temple. Like,
if they finish, I'm going to guess it's called Temple Repairs.
Yeah.
So
like that guy Jesus Christ keeps throwing tables around. He's so angry.
This guy floating right here is the king of Mon Cala. Mon Cala
is he dead?
He is dead. So Mon Cala is the home planet of Mon Calamari, which is what Admiral Ackbar is.
Yep.
Also,
I thought Mon Cala was the game with the little color.
Around. The joke that I was going to make.
It was good. The little 4 rocks. Did you know everyone has their own made-up rules of Mon Cala?
No,
I can believe that. About calamari.
Yeah, they're like, sir, you can't take your pants off and jam this calamari up your ass. And I'm like,
sure, tentacles
my rules.
House rules, baby.
Like, it's my rules.
Don't bet against the house.
Yeah, I only fry the head. I also leave all the extras.
Oh shit!
So the Mon Calamari also live with Quarren, which are the kind of Cthulhu-faced guys. They're usually like bad guys.
I hate those guys.
Yeah,
yeah. Why are they always like? You know what it is? It's just like the lizard guys from yeah.
Ryan, whoa,
whoa. What the lizard guys from Skyrim?
Argonians. Yep,
they're the Argonians of Star Wars. They're always bad guys, no matter what. It's terrible.
This guy looks nice.
Yeah. What about the shark? What about the shark guy in the background?
Oh, we'll get to
swimming
him.
Around.
We'll get to him.
Swimming around.
Yeah, they're underwater during all this, right?
They gotta be underwater because he's like just swimming around.
He's completely horizontal to the ground.
And the little squid face guy's like, I have a point to make, and the shark dude's like, I'm just gonna swim in circles.
Yeah.
If you're listening on Spotify or iTunes, head over to the YouTube channel, give us a subscribe and a little thumbs up.
Take a look at our stuff.
So the king of Mon Calamari gets murdered, and the son, Prince Lee-Char, is not being accepted by the Quarren as the new king. There's always been tension between these two groups, and the Quarren are seeing this as a chance to kind of rule themselves on this planet. So, in order to prevent civil war, the Republic sends in some peacekeepers. Padme Amidala, Anakin Skywalker show up. Now, the Separatists, in order to pretend to be a mediator, but really spark civil war, send a shark. And that shark's name is Riff Tamson.
Rick Tamson?
Riff. Like a small part of a joke, a riff.
You know what would be great if they gave him like a regular person name? Bud Philborn. The shark. I'm like, is his name Bud Philborn? They're like, yes.
It's
a normal guy.
Yeah, no questions.
Is that Michael Scott?
The back of their necks are.
Oh boy! Should I censor that?
Fuck that.
I was gonna say, I don't know if you can show that on Twitch.
I never noticed that.
Oh yeah,
would you or would you
Google's
not
gonna think
fuck
that's
the
a butt.
back of Michael Scott's head? Michael Scott's shark head. Is that not even him? I think it's him. Would you or would you not fuck the back of that squid head?
Oh, totally.
You could.
It's
That's
thick.
the thing is you absolutely could.
I just ruined my pants right now just looking at it.
I'm gonna turn my camera off.
So here's our boy Prince Lee-Char. It seems like civil war is imminent. Seems like Riff Tamson has really stirred up the Quarren.
Riff Tamson.
Remember that name.
Marty McFly in Back to the Future.
Yeah. No, that's Biff.
Biff
So
Tamson.
there is a guy in the Quarren side who is good friends with Lee-Char's dad, and it's just like, hey man, sorry for your loss. We're gonna go, be squid people.
Did you know that Lee-Char backwards is Charlie?
Wow.
I don't think that's how that works, but
well, thank you for subscribing to Canon Balls. Everybody have a good night.
Yeah. If you had a question about what the podcast was like, it was like that joke.
It's Charlie. First name Char, last name Lee. I love it.
Yeah.
So Padme and Anakin report back to the Jedi Council along with this guy who they don't.
Padme.
The middle.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Oh man, I should have known you guys wouldn't be able to handle the slideshow.
I like it. I feel like it actually keeps things moving.
I actually feel like I don't need my notes. I'm just gonna look at the picture and guess what's going on. Sure. So they report back to the council.
Do you guys think that bald Padme's hot or no?
Is she bald under there?
I mean, let's just pretend, right? I've been pretending the entire time the slide's been up.
I could do a shaved head.
I love a nice shaven head. All right, guys, I think fuck, marry, kill. Pick one.
Well, you got to marry Ackbar.
The half shave.
Marry Ackbar.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kill Padme, kill Anakin, kill Ackbar.
Fuck myself.
Yeah.
So these three, they report back to the Jedi Council that, hey, civil war is imminent. Send us some reinforcements because we are going to have to fight the Quarren. The Jedi are like, shit, you did a bad job. But guess we gotta send some clones over your way. It's funny, the clones show up and they've got like flippers on and little like propulsion things, and like the people they're fighting were like born in water. They seem very outmatched.
So they're just like flying around and like yeah.
So at this point, Captain Ackbar, he's only a captain, he is kind of mentoring Lee-Char on how to lead a battle.
Brian Berry in the lead there.
I don't think that's the lead.
Wait, Ackbar backwards is Barack.
All right, so Barack.
I don't think you know how backwards works.
I know. Brian, did you know backwards is backwards?
It's like it's like a little kid who doesn't understand rhyming yet. It's like cow and cat rhyme. Like they start with the same letter already.
More alliteration, but
yeah, you sure are close.
Yeah.
So Captain Lee-Char hangs out with Charlie, and what happens?
Oh, so they are just preparing. Hey, you may have to defend the capital of Mon Cala, and we get to see Riff Tamson. He's reporting directly to Dooku.
Which one's Riff Tamson?
I think it's funny that he's like swimming around him as if he couldn't just float in front of Dooku and like just talk to him that way. Like,
well, sharks have to keep moving or they die, right? Or is that just a myth?
Yeah, just keep swimming.
Oh, but in this universe, we're still the humanoid shark still has to follow the.
Yeah, we're still abiding by shark law, Aaron. Okay.
Okay.
What do you think this is, man? What do you think this? Yeah. You think this is some lawless planet? You still have to listen to shark law. It doesn't matter if you're half human, half shark. Even if you're a hologram, if Biff Tamlin was the hologram. He'd have to swim around in circles. He'd be underwater.
So Riff
Like,
Tamson,
we know that in SpongeBob they. No, go ahead, Brian.
Riff is promised the throne of Mon Cala if they succeed in getting the Quarrens and overthrow Mon Calamari.
I bet you it's useless. Like, I bet you, like, if like they end up overthrowing them, they'd be like, Riff Tamlin, you're in charge, but it doesn't really mean anything because the Separatists run the planet. And he'd be like, you guys tricked me, I'm a shark. And they'd be like, yeah, well, have fun underwater, you punk bitch. You swim around in circles.
So you don't die.
Rule the planet.
I agree 100% with that take. Like, what's he going to do with this place?
Yeah, I'm not quite sure
What's
why
he gonna
this
do,
is
get
a
out of the water?
strategic point.
Bad guys fall for that shit all the time. Like, some other even worse entity is like, if you help us undermine the government, we'll put you in charge. And they're like, this sounds great. And then they get in charge, and it's like, everybody on the planet is dead. We're just gonna mine the planet for its resources and blow it up. So congratulations, you're in charge of skeleton people. And he's like, oh fuck, skeleton people.
Well, that thing's happening all the way up the chain. So the head of the Quarren thinks he's going to lead the planet. Riff Tamson thinks he's going to lead the planet. Count Dooku thinks he's going to have a seat at the table when Palpatine takes over.
Yeah, well, everybody's dumb as fuck.
All the way up the chain.
It never works.
Right. It does not. So, Riff Tamson leads an attack with some underwater droids.
Oh, that attack looks so non-threatening. He's like a half shark, but he didn't have a fin. He doesn't have a fin to breach the surface with.
He was actually kind of scary.
Like freestyle, like with his arms. Like he doesn't have like a big tail. He's got like flippers.
He kind of just he paddles his flippers in the back, but he's faster than everyone. He bites them. He doesn't use a gun or anything. He literally just chomps on them. And if you
punch him in the nose, does he run away?
Yeah, you stick your finger in his nose, and then he's like, "Oh!"
They didn't try that, but
don't they know he's still abiding by shark law?
Yeah.
He is kind of scary when he attacks. I'd say his skin's pretty tough. He doesn't seem to be hurt by blaster fire, so that's an advantage for him.
Could be because he's underwater.
Yeah, I don't know how the guns work underwater. So Prince Lee-Char is out on the front lines helping his people defend. They use these weird, like, they're almost musket type deals with bayonets, these guns.
Well, dude, if the sharks are coming and Biff Tamlin
just
is like
one shark
fighting them directly, well, but didn't he have people behind him?
Yeah, those were Quarren and underwater battle droids.
Oh, okay. Well, either way, like if he's coming and like physically engaging with them having like the muskets with the little whatever kind of knives or like things that they have attached to them is probably pretty good. Like that seems very old school and not like effective. But then like you think about it, if they have to fight like sharks or whatever that are going to like physically attack them and not be using blasters, like having a little knife at the end of your gun kind of makes sense.
Oh yeah, and you know, Ackbar is giving a speech to Lee-Char. He goes, "You ever seen a shark's eyes, Chiefy?"
Yeah.
Nope. Continue. I want to hear
kind of like those eyes, all black and lifeless.
Continue. What else did he say?
I don't know. I only know the Master of Disguise quote.
I honestly would have placed my bets that you were not quoting Jaws. You were quoting fucking Dana Carvey in Master of Disguise. Stop becoming another person. Stop becoming another person. I was like, I knew it. I knew it the whole time.
Do they have Master of Disguise on any streaming service?
I hope not.
Do they just hide it from the world?
Yeah, everybody wants to forget that it exists. Honestly,
I like how one
great.
of his characters was Scarface, but he was like a cocktail waiter.
Oh, yeah. I can tell just by looking at you. Got a little wiener and some tiny nuts. Oh, yeah.
Got a nuts.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
that is a nonsense movie.
That's a great
Hey,
film.
Marty, I think that's streaming on Crackle.
Oh.
So I'm about to look it up.
Yeah, no, I have no idea.
You can watch it on
nonsense. Yeah, exactly. Watch it.
Hulu if you have a premium subscription.
So Republic.
Yeah, that's worth it.
If you had to guess, what did Master of Disguise get on Rotten Tomatoes?
Oh, we've been over this on the podcast. It's like 14. It's super low.
It's
Even lower than that.
8.
1.
Oh, that's right. It is 1.
That one critic.
That
I was like, you know what?
Does that mean it was the #1 movie of all time?
#1 box office? Yeah.
1% of people thought it was the best movie of all time.
Honestly, let's be honest. Let's be honest though. Like, what the fuck did you think it was gonna be? Were you like, you go into the theaters, you're like, I'm gonna watch Master of Disguise with Dana Carvey. You're like, this is our generation's Citizen Kane, or were you expecting it to be what it was? Like, if I went, I'd be like, this is bullshit. That's what it's supposed to be. How are you gonna give it a 1? Like, obviously the movie's bullshit.
We've talked about this movie before, but I think one of the weird plot points is Pistachio is his name, right? His whole family is like
Pistachio Disguisey.
His whole family is like obsessed with giant asses.
Oh, yeah.
And he always wanted to find a woman
with a
just like Mama,
Yeah.
and her ass is just huge.
And then there's this weird dance scene at the end of the movie with like just women with like pillows stuffed in their pants.
Do you remember the final line where he says, "My love is thicker than that ass"?
That's right. That was the climax.
That's the
of
final
the
line,
movie.
and it's roll credit.
Yeah, when the chick's like shaking her ass in his face, and he's about to be tricked, and he's like, "My love is thicker than that ass."
Like that bottom or something. Oh god,
it's a good film. What did people want though? Like what did people? They're like, oh, this isn't gonna win any Academy Awards. Fucking no shit, dude.
It probably
it's a movie made as a joke.
The only thing Dana Carvey did after that was Fairly Odd Parents and Secret Life of Pets 2. Yeah, apparently Frankie Muniz was in Fairly Odd Parents. He was Chester.
oh really?
I did
Blew
not
my
know that.
mind.
That's very interesting. That literally blew my mind as well.
Yeah.
Brian, are you just cycling through this PowerPoint?
Yeah.
Like,
It's a lot of action stuff. You know, Anakin.
We're not even going to talk about it. You're
gets
just like,
attacked.
fuck it. We'll talk about fucking Master of Disguise as the
We
PowerPoint.
talk about the physics of how a lightsaber works underwater.
Yeah, the lightsaber works underwater. For someone born on a desert planet, Anakin is an extremely strong swimmer.
That makes sense. He probably was practice swimming when Watto tried to drown him 50 times because he did something wrong.
Drown him
"Put
at a
him in the
moisture
dunk
farm.
tank, boys."
Oh, also
assume Watto
Padme
had
for
boys.
some reason is on the front lines.
It's because she's got a blaster pistol.
Well, duh. She leads by example.
That's true.
Yeah, and she's bald and hot as fuck.
So Ahsoka ends up pairing up with Prince Lee-Char and has to fend off Riff Tamson for a bit. She succeeds, but the Quarren have taken over the capital. So
Fuck.
there's a group that survives. I'm actually cycling through. This is what I'm looking for. Fucking Kit Fisto looking majestic as
Unbelievable.
fuck underwater.
What are your thoughts, Lee West?
I really want to just kind of like copy and paste just how he looks right here and set it as my background image for everything I ever do.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like I want to send like work emails and like that's my icon.
He his tentacles all like flare out, and I guess he is a amphibious creature as well because he just like everyone else.
The little
vibing.
gills where his ears would be show you that he can breathe underwater. Fun facts.
Yeah, because Anakin's like putting on his flippers, and Kit Fisto's just like, gotta rip off my shirt.
Yeah.
His gills are in his
Put
stick
it
back.
down.
Isn't Kit Fisto incredibly sexualized in this entire thing?
He's just handsome Squidward eyes, I'd say.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like Kit Fisto in the movies looks like somebody that they were just like, let's just throw squid makeup on him. But like, I feel like every time we brought him into this, he looks incredibly
He's
handsome
gorgeous.
and like he's just like Kit Fisto's just ready to fuck the entire time in the series.
Oh,
Like in the movie, I was like, I watched Kit Fisto in the movie and he force pushes those droids in Clone Wars.
and then he does the weird
smiles, I'm
smile.
like-
He's like,
Yeah, and then he has those, and I'm like, dude, that dude's a straight virgin. This is the happiest he's ever been. In this, I'm like, Kit Fisto's
it's a
just getting it
fucking
every night.
Adonis.
Right? I want the Clone Wars episode where Obi-Wan walks in on Kit Fisto banging Duchess Satine.
Oh wow! I'm sure you can find that online, buddy. If you try hard
You know
enough.
what? Let me. I'm gonna search that right now. I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you, Marty. I'll send it to you.
Yeah, send me the link. I'll throw it up in the slideshow.
Links in the bio.
Throw it up in the chat.
Yo, links in bio. Y'all fucking dumb as
You're
shit.
absolutely right, though. It's got to be somewhere.
All
You
right.
could probably find that. Somebody's made that. The world's full of degenerates.
Here's what we're looking
Somebody
for.
thought the same thing that you thought, Marty, but was better with computers and way more lonely. And it was like, fuck it, I'll make it happen. So I was just sitting at home like, you don't be hot as shit. And they're like, I have the skills for this. And
Oh, yeah.
they
They
put
just
that shit
wake up in
together.
the middle of the night and they're like, I have a new idea.
He just sit up like suddenly.
That's not all that sat up.
I thought of something.
Ayo, penis jokes.
Yeah,
Good job,
they're
Brian.
picking 2 tents.
They just go to a major like, I got 2 pitches for you. One in my pants and this other one about
So what ends up winning?
Star Wars porn. Go ahead.
What ends up winning the battle, according to Tamson, is these invincible hydroid Medusas that are half monster, half machine, all jellyfish.
Hydroid.
Fuck yeah.
So these guys, I guess, are tough for our Mon Calamari friends to overtake. And so that is what leads to the retreat. And I don't know how many more pictures are in here, so I'm just going to keep going.
I'm a little disappointed. Admiral
Oh,
Ackbar
shit,
did
what's
not-
this?
Captain Ackbar did not go. It's a trap.
This is Riff Tamson just threatening the head of the Quarren. And we've got... All right, here's the end. Just like, oh no, what are we going to do? Is basically the end of the episode.
Yeah, sort of like meeting of the minds, like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Now,
It's where a captain becomes an admiral.
I think this is one of the first few times we see Ahsoka actually dual wielding. A lot of the first 3 seasons, she just
Ooh.
has the one lightsaber, but she's holding it like upside down, I guess.
In her little reverse hold.
Yeah, she's had 2 lightsabers before, but like this is the first time she's like started, to my knowledge. I made note of it anyway. All right, so that's the end of episode 1. What do you guys think episode 2 is called? So their reinforcements are wiped out, and they're going to need some help fighting these underwater monsters.
This is gonna be tough.
Underwater
I'm
monsters.
thinking
Quarren
something like
monsters,
water fight reinforcements.
Okay.
I'm gonna guess. Yeah, I was gonna say reinforcements or revolution or something
Okay.
along those lines.
Well, for those of
Prince.
you playing at home, if you guessed Gungan attack, then you are a winner.
I actually
Season
was going to guess
4.
Gungan reinforcements.
Episode 2, Gungan attack. Marty, you're cheating. You've seen.
Yeah, I know. The Gungan part, that was cheating. But
Mark's like, I know exactly what this one's called.
Marty's like, I wrote this episode. I actually have a screen credit.
All right, so Count Dooku is ordering the Quarren to put any Mon Calamari that are prisoners into internment camps, and he basically said,
Whoa.
"Yep,
That was a bad start.
They could definitely use some reverse Hitler right now.
reverse Hitler, that's you, because you shaved the middle. That's right."
Yeah. I'm ready.
So
Call me in, Anakin.
Dooku's whole thing is you got to kill the prince because otherwise he's going to serve as a symbol to all the Mon Calamari, and as long as he's alive, there's hope to the good guys.
I have a question about that. Do you think that if you kill him, though, you just make him a martyr and it makes it even worse?
I think you could argue
what
both
would you
sides.
guys do? What would your call be? You're Count Dooku.
I'm
Not-
always
What do you do?
Not waste resources on this water planet.
Brian's like, skip that shit entirely.
Brian's like the first 3 episodes, they're bullshit. Cut those from the show. I'm Count Dooku. We don't want that bullshit.
if I'm down Dooku, I think Kit Fisto is the chosen one.
All right.
He's going to bring balance to the Force. Into my
Yo, he's
pants.
gonna bring something. He's gonna bring something to the Force.
So they They try to get even more reinforcements from Yoda and Mace Windu, but they can't really communicate. They
because they're fucking
Like, we
underwater.
don't have enough helmets.
They convince Lee-Char that the best course of action is to evacuate the planet and come back with reinforcements. They're like, cool, we just got to sneak up to the surface. Meanwhile, these Jedi are like, we need someone who has a grand army and can fight underwater. Who can we get?
Misa no the Grand Army.
That is exactly right.
Wow, dude, that butt.
Oh, geez, on the back of his head
Wow.
again.
So aggressive.
It is a bubble butt. So
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I just came my pants looking at it.
get Fisto. We're gonna get off the squad.
I have an idea.
Whoa.
Or on the screen.
Is that the explosion of an oil rig, or is that actually part of the show?
Kind of. So Kit Fisto and the squad try to swim up to the surface, but the starship that was waiting their pickup is blown up, and all the pieces like come crashing down to the ocean surface. So they have to retreat back into their cave, and they don't have a starship to escape the planet on anymore.
That's not good.
Yeah.
They can breathe underwater.
They're in some trouble. So that's them just getting crushed here. Still getting crushed. All right.
Them getting crushed some more. Still
So,
crushed.
Yoda and not pictured here, Jar Jar, show up to try to convince the Gungan Council to fight in this war. And at first, for some reason, the head of the Gungans is not interested in joining this war. They want to stay neutral. They've got nothing to do with this water planet.
I have some issues with this because I feel like
Well-
there was never a Gungan Council.
This is my apprentice.
And also,
Misa called Jar Binks. Misa, your humble servant.
I'm going to move it to the front.
Got the set.
I was looking at that. I can see the bottom of it. There it is.
To the Supreme Chancellor.
Oh, shit.
Where did you find that photo of Jar Jar Binks with the little
Jar
Sith hat?
Jar Sith counter number 14. There's a clear Jedi mind trick on the Gungan Council, who are vehemently opposed to joining this war. Jar Jar says one thing. Oh, remember Padme? You like Padme, and all of a sudden, all troops
Oh, yeah.
all
I
troops to
like
Mon Cala.
Padme.
Are you guys turned on by bald Padme? And they're like, yeah, we are. And he's like, I'll bring her around more if you just join the battle.
Dude,
And they're like,
Jar Jar's got
deal.
that wicked stash now, too.
That's true.
That's how they're convinced.
Call it the
Yeah,
taboo. Taboo.
Nobody laughed. I
No
liked
one
it.
breathed.
Yeah, everybody die.
So the Gungan are gonna help. Lee-Char is sneaking around meanwhile and sees a bunch of his people in handcuffs here being taken to the internment camps. So things aren't great.
Internment camps are never good.
Time for reverse Hitler.
All right. So they're I believe right now they have a plan to knock out communication for the Quarren. Basically it'll make sure that the reinforcements coming, the Gungans, are not detected. So they successfully do that, I believe. Yeah. Sorry, my notes are all over the place because of this slideshow. They knock out those
I like
sensors.
the slideshow, man.
The prince blows this like horn of Gondor near the internment camps to alert the Mon
What does it sound
Calamari.
like?
Brr, 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 brr.
Does it really? Does it really sound like that?
Yeah.
Brr, 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 brr.
Well, it's underwater, so it's muffled.
It's
Episode 1, man.
What an
shit.
episode.
I still like it. I remember
Here you
seeing that
go.
shit in theaters, and I was like, I don't give a shit. I'm a little kid. I like this shit.
Here you go. All hail the magic conch.
Oh, man.
All hail the magic conch.
Yeah. Lee-Char blows that shit, and just as he does, the Gungan army arrives, and they turn the tides a bit.
Yeah, I feel like Gungans aren't that great. Like they don't really. They're not known for being fantastic warriors. So like,
Oh, even more evidence towards the Sith counter, I'd say.
yeah, I agree.
So they actually handle these Hydroid Medusas pretty well. So we'll give them that credit. They take out what was stopping them at first. Lee-Char gets a little fighting in. And Riff Tamson's pretty pissed off that they were overrun by Gungans. He's got to come up with a new plan.
Where the fuck these Gungans come from? I'm an angry shark, man. Fuck.
He's like, I'm going to go bite him.
I'm just going to bite all the Gungans and be like, yum, yum.
So Tamson realizes the prince is on the battlefield. He's this young, inexperienced warrior. He heads out there with some more battle droids. Their plan is to capture the prince.
Bullshit. If you're Rick Tamlin, would your move be you like that? Would your move be
throw a trident at someone?
I would just throw a trident at him. You already made that reference there?
Yes. I did.
I have a question. Was it funnier when Aaron said it or when I said it?
No one noticed when I said it, so.
I'll notice when I go back and edit. I'll bump that volume up.
Yeah, make it loud.
Yeah, if I'm regardless, I'm gonna go out there. I'm gonna take him on one-on-one, and I'm gonna try to beat him on the field of battle. I'm not gonna try to take him prisoner with battle droids. I'm fighting him 1v1. I'm be like, yo, 1v1 me, bro.
1v1 me, bro. Yeah.
1v1 me right now.
Snipers only.
I'd be like, oh shit, little shark guy wants to fucking 1v1 the prince. All right, bitch. And I pull out my big lightsaber. And like, you're a Jedi? And he's like, yeah,
LFG.
bitch, 1v1 me, bro. And then he kicks his ass. That'll be a great episode. I watch that shit. If that happens, I'm watching the rest of it. If that happens.
So I gotta say, this slide that's up right here, Brian, is not looking so good for our pal Brick.
Well, this is actually him in complete control. So he gets this. I know
he doesn't look like he's in a place of power at the moment.
It looks like he's pinning me down right now.
Yeah.
You into that?
Something is happening behind you.
Yo, hold me down and open your big shark mouth.
I'll write that down for the name of the episode.
I was gonna say that's got to be the sign off there.
Yeah.
Pal. Oh shit.
So Riff Tamson gets these big squid things to create whirlpools, and I guess the Mon Calamari aren't nearly as good swimmers as the Quarren and Riff
He's
Tamson.
like, guys, run around the edge of the ocean like a we'll make a big whirlpool. Make a big fucking whirlpool.
Do you guys think that whirlpool should have been a stronger move? Like Surf does like 90 damage and 95 accuracy.
Mm-hmm.
If you think whirlpool should have been stronger than was like 40?
Well, it was the chip damage, Wes. So the whirlpool
here.
lasts 3 to 5 turns.
You sure?
So if you want to get that
isn't
chip
only
damage
like,
going,
yeah, but isn't it only like 20?
it is only 20. I also think it had an accuracy impact, but they got rid of all HMs.
Well, then what's the point?
Did they really? That's weird.
Well, now you don't have to have an HM slave on your team to use strength.
What do you
and
mean?
cut
I want
and
someone to
serve.
have
HM slave? Like
That's
what
what they're
part
called.
of slave is having? But no, I'm not worried about the slave.
Are
I'm just saying
Pokemon
like
not slaves?
yeah, no,
No,
Pokemon
yeah.
are slaves. I'm just saying like, dude, I'm saying like, fly is a good move. Surf is a good move.
Fly and
Those
surf
are really
good
the
moves.
only.
You know what?
Those are the only strength. Even strength is 80-85.
Okay.
So fly stayed as a move, but you don't need fly to fly, if that makes sense.
But even fly as a move was good. It wasn't like any of those moves
it's
really
still there.
debilitated. Whirlpool was but I'm saying like if you needed it to progress the game, and you need to have a Pokemon on your 6 that really like took all those HM moves that were shit. The worst ones like Whirlpool. The rest of them are pretty okay.
Whirlpool is the worst one.
Oh, dude,
Like it's not like you're looking at it and you're like my Pokemon knows strength, fly. I mean Flash is bullshit, but whatever. But like strength, fly, but Flash you can get by without. But like,
Wes
you're not
is
gonna
just like operating in the little tiny circle. He's just like, I know Rock Tunnel like the back of my hand.
I'm like, I'll figure it out. But no, like you're not going into caves all the time. But
Sure.
like, dude, you don't those moves. if like fly, strength, surf, if those moves were like 20 damage, I'd be like, yeah, you got one Pokemon that's complete shit. But like you teach like if I have a water Pokemon and that's like my go-to, like I'm gonna use this one to fight, I'd still probably teach it surf. Same with flying, I'd still probably teach it fly.
I don't think surf is still around, but muddy water does basically the same thing. They kept muddy water.
Muddy water is bullshit. I do not like muddy water, so I'm very upset.
Sorry, bud.
I did not know this.
Don't play the new Pokemon then.
I'm definitely not going to. I'd be pissed. I'd be like, wait, where's surf? Like, yeah, it doesn't. I'd be like, no, surf's a nasty move.
We all know cut is the worst HM. It always sucked to have a fucking Pokemon that would have to. Yeah, it's just a pain in the ass.
Half of them are bad, half of them are good. But like, people are dumb. People would like if you play legit strategy, you could use some of those moves and they would be beneficial to you in a fight.
Well,
maybe not like cut,
not
but
bad
like
if there were more doubles. Like chip damage is useful if you're doing 2-on-2.
Absolutely.
But
chips and
like surf, but like, dude, like surf 2-on-2 hits everybody. So you just pair your starting water Pokemon with another water Pokemon, or anything that's ineffective against water, and you just surf and hit all three of them, and it's like not very effective against you, but fucks up the other two guys.
So we get a cool one-on-one between Kit Fisto and Riff Tamson. Riff actually,
dude, that thing of Kit, the fucking, he looks like Medusa right there. Speaking of Medusa,
oh yeah, he's spooky,
fucking crazy ass hair. Like, look at that shit.
He looks like the mermaids in Goblet of Fire.
Yeah, a little bit. He definitely, yeah, he's got some lifeless eyes going.
Okay. If I saw that in the water, I would probably die from fright. So
you wouldn't want to see it fuck a human like Marty?
I would shit my pants and swim away.
No, Marty made it fuck a human.
Oh,
and then we have to watch. We have to watch Marty's video later on.
It's Brick Tanson pinning down Kit
with his big strong shark
integrating every time.
I'm like, oh, Brick Tamlin, is your big strong shark mouth open up around Kit Fisto's aquatic penis? That's fucking terrifying.
So, Ahsoka and the Prince are the only ones who escape. Everyone else at that fight, Anakin, Padme, Jar Jar, Kit Fisto, they were all taken prisoner.
Die.
They were all taken prisoner.
They all die. I'm like, holy shit.
Where it's over. I told you
they really changed. They really changed all of Star Wars. And that's when Anakin dies. I'm like, oh, fuck. Okay. Really changing the tide, man.
I'm taken by how intimate this little screenshot of these two here is. The next episode, is there some kind of underwater wedding ceremony or something going on?
Okay.
The next episode called Time to Fuck.
Yeah.
It's called Prisoners. Season 4, episode 3, Prisoners.
Oh, that might have been a guessable one.
So that whole crew, like I said, they've been taken prisoner. The whole plan still is, hey, let's kill the prince. That'll get rid of all hope for the Mon Calamari. Quarren can lead. Riff Tamson will be in charge.
Sure.
So they're gonna torture their prisoners.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, Padme doesn't look like she's a fan of that.
Or maybe she's really a fan of it.
Jar Jar looks like he likes it.
Jar Jar's like, give me some more.
Yeah. Tighter chain.
So
Misa said these handcuffs are too loose.
No, Kit Fisto and Anakin are surrounded by these electric eels for some reason because they need more security as Jedi.
Yeah,
eels, exactly, buddy.
Was that the shark guy swimming around in the background, just circling him?
Yep, he's interrogating him.
He just angrily circles.
He's like, "Where's Charlie?" And he's like, "You mean Lee-Char? You said it backwards."
Yes.
He's over with Barack.
So Ahsoka and Lee-Char develop a plan. They are going to sneak into one of these camps. the prince is gonna convince the head of the Quarren, who was friends with his dad, that, hey, you don't want Riff Tamson involved. He's just gonna use you. Dooku's gonna use you. This is a separatist ploy.
Absolutely. Is this the pegging scene?
This is the pegging scene.
Okay.
So Riff brings in some more. Let me see what their shark people are called. Karkarodin. Karkarodin. Karkarodin.
Karkarodins.
He's got a bunch of shark buddies now who are swimming around, circling this hologram of Dooku.
And they just start biting Dooku, and they kill him.
So the head of the Quarren, Nasser Rai, asks Dooku, hey, is killing the prince really necessary? We've taken over the planet. Everyone's enslaved. It seems a little overkill. So you can tell the head of the Quarren is kind of losing faith in these guys. We've got Ahsoka and Lee-Char sneaking around into the internment camp. So they go and find Captain Ackbar. He's like, oh yeah, I'll fight. Just make sure it's not a trap.
Which one's Captain Ackbar?
The little one here.
Oh, fuck yeah, that's cool as fuck. I was hoping he wasn't like the fat one that just gets in shape later on and becomes Captain Ackbar.
I'm sorry, it's this one.
I'm sorry.
You ruined my whole day.
So Riff scares Padme by biting at her helmet.
How'd that work?
I would also be scared.
He can really unhinge his jaw pretty well, I'd say. It gets wide.
That's how he does all that dick sucking in the porn versions of this.
That's what really frightened her. Wasn't him like actually biting her? It was just how wide his mouth got.
Yeah, he just puts her entire head in his mouth.
Look
and
how
he's like, I can go
Jar Jar
further.
is back here.
Jar Jar is like over there, like Misa coming in my pants.
So this
no face.
That obviously creates a little leak in Padme's helmet.
Oh shit! A little leak.
Yeah, and Anakin can't save her because of eels, right?
Oh, of course.
That makes sense.
Is a little leak what Farfetch'd carries around with him?
That is. Hey.
Oh no! All right, everybody, clap it up for Aaron. That's the smartest Aaron's been since, I don't know, middle school.
Before we tainted him with our public school.
I don't know what that even means.
I don't know either. But I was like, damn. Like, I was nowhere near making, like, sometimes, Aaron, you say things where I'm like, I could have got there after a couple tries.
Sure.
I was nowhere near being like Farfetch carries a little leak with him. Nowhere near that. That was I'm speechless. Well done, my friend. That was the best joke I've ever heard.
So Jar Jar improvises and hawks a loogie right at Padme, which seals the leak.
Smart.
Yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me?
That actually is smart.
I really tried to turn this into Sith evidence, but I couldn't.
I mean, dude, Jar Jar just spitting on Padme's face is already enough for me. So
Yeah.
Padme's like,
Yeah,
Turn your camera off.
Go to
spit on me,
Jar
Jar Jar, and he's like, Misa, can we? All right, so I wanted to do a thing.
It's a good idea.
Yeah, real quick, I want to do a thing where every time that we talk in Jar Jar voice, we just do it in Spanish.
Do you know Spanish?
Do you guys know Spanish? I thought you guys did.
Un poquito.
There you go.
I don't hate that.
I'm gonna just look up a little way to translate, and then I'll just type whatever I want to say, and we'll figure it out.
Tango una
Just go to Google Translate and type in Gungan to Spanish, and you'll figure it out.
So Ahsoka heads with Lee-Char right up to Riff Tamson to plead to Nosir Rai to let basically take back the planet and let him lead. Nosir Rai doesn't agree at first. He's just going to let Riff Tamson go through with a public execution. So they want everyone to see him kill the king. So they lead him out to do the execution. But last minute, Nosarai changes his mind. They overthrow the shark people and live happily ever after.
Nice. You got a second?
Looks like it.
Oh, yeah.
In the end.
All right. It's Misa escupir en tu cara. Is Misa spit on your face?
I like it.
So that's pretty cool, huh? That's nice.
Now say, spit on my face, Daddy.
Hold on. Spit on. What do you want? Spit on my face, Daddy?
Yeah. Obviously, it's going to be Poppy.
Escupir en la cara, papi.
You know what? I've heard that before.
Yeah, for some reason, that phrase has been on time.
Yeah, I'm like, wow, I've said that. I'm pretty sure that's come up in like 3 or 4 times in my life. That's crazy.
Oh, shit.
Oh, I love it. All right, boys, what else you got?
So
happy
we've got,
ending. Everybody likes a good happy ending.
yeah, look, here's King Lee-Char.
Fuck, King Charlie.
King Chuck.
Big C.
The big C.
The big C.
So the next episode actually takes place with more Gungans, and it's on Naboo.
Oh, I have a guess for the name.
Okay.
More
You're not going to
Gungans.
get it, but...
Oh,
Let me guess. It's
I'll show you the first screen.
Shadow Warrior.
Oh, wow, Wes. Good guess.
I looked it up.
Wes is looking it up.
I'm
no
happy
way.
Wes even knew what episode we were talking about. I'm glad you're paying attention, buddy.
Honestly, isn't it impressive that you keep
That's
track of
fair.
where we're at? Like, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Against Wes's credit, though, we were specifically on a 3-story arc or 3-episode arc of like specifically underwater episodes. So like they're probably easy to seek out if you were to just do a quick Google. It's not like this is deep in some bureaucratic subplot. Like
all I did was
surprised.
just look up Clone Wars TV show season 4 episodes, and it has them all listed out. And I know that we just did the one that was prisoners. I'm just keeping track of them now. I'm not going to cheat anymore, but I figured I'd cheat for this one.
I'm impressed nonetheless. So
Thank you.
there are rumors that Gungans are going to plan an attack on the Naboo capital.
Fuck Gungans?
Fuck Gungans.
I thought that was more of a question. Like fuck Gungans.
Fuck Gungans? I'm like, hey, you guys, fuck Gungans? And you're like, not really. I'm like, yeah, me either. Unless it's Jar Jar. Or that dude with that ass head. But he's not really a Gungan, so I guess.
So he's got a fat ass head.
Of course, Padme, Anakin, Jar Jar are sent to talk to Gungan leadership here. It's no longer Boss Nass. This guy's name is Boss Leone.
I don't know why
You're joking, right?
Boss Nass anymore.
The guy on the right is Boss Leone, and this is their like shaman type leader who's religious and deals with Gungan magics, Bombad magic, he calls it.
That's why he's got the hermit crab shell on his head.
Yep. Well, no, that's Boss Leone.
I thought you said that. No. Oh, okay. Never
This
mind.
guy's name is Richelieu. He is the shaman type character.
Sure.
Yep. So they go
This guy's
and
crazy bone.
Boss Leone is like, oh no, we're tired of being prisoners on our own planet, just staying underwater. We're gonna.
It's like, did you think you could come to our planet and take away all the crime? It's me, Boss Leone, and I'm here to let you know that this is my planet, and you better stay off of it. I'm Boss Leone from New York, and you better be careful whose planet you tread on. It's me.
Oh man, there's no way that's getting edited out. That's
No way.
sure.
That's in.
So I have to ask.
Fuck you guys, man. That was great. He's definitely
the
like
shaman there. Does he's kind of got these like apostrophe eyeballs? What's going on
Richelieu.
with that?
Yep. I don't know.
I agree with that.
Deformity.
That's a great question.
Yeah. They're like his face is a quote, like a quotation.
He's emphasizing his
With
face.
apostrophe eyes on each side. Like, I don't know.
Honestly, I can't believe you guys didn't like my fake Boss Leone New York gangster thing. I'm very upset that you guys didn't enjoy
It's
that.
astonishing, really.
Wes, don't reference it because then there's going to be more for Brian to edit.
No, I'm doing it so Brian can't edit it out. Like, I want to just keep. I'm gonna keep referencing. So he's gonna be like, "Fuck! I wish I could get rid of this."
You underestimate my powers.
I do underestimate your powers.
I've got you on a different audio track now. I could just cut you out entirely.
Son of a bitch!
That sentence was the most Sith thing that Brian's ever said. He's like, you underestimate my powers. Yeah, I know.
Brian
where's
Carey.
the little
Brian Sith counter.
I'm gonna hack your fucking computer. I'm gonna hack your computer and make one where I can bring it up, and you're the Sith guy, and it's like. It's just you. You're just a Sith guy. I don't know what you would say. I haven't decided yet, but I'm gonna hack your computer, and you're gonna be like, "What's happening?" And you're gonna spit into the frame, and it's gonna be your face in a hood, and it's gonna be like, "You underestimate my powers," and you're gonna spit into it, man. Yeah, Brian's the Sith. This is bullshit.
You did ask earlier where I got that picture of Jar Jar in the hood. That is from one of these episodes where he is mistaken for a Jedi. He has to rescue Padme from his buddy, or Padme's buddy, Uncle Ono.
Oh no.
Uncle Ono.
Wes, you should go back and listen to the podcast.
No, I don't think I will.
Anyway, so Jar Jar and Padme and Anakin think Boss Leone's acting kind of weird. And they're like, "Oh, you never wore a necklace." And they take off this necklace, and he's like, "Oh no, I don't want to attack Naboo." So,
what? Wait, what?
In this photo,
yeah.
Which one's Jar Jar?
The guy wearing the tie.
He looks like he's got a tie. Yeah,
he does have a tie on.
Jar Jar's like, Misa. Hold on, Misa applying for business job.
Well, I like that he made sure that his tie matched his shooting sleeve that he's got there on his left arm.
Shooter's gonna shoot.
Yeah, shooter's gonna shoot.
So
Misa solo encantando trabajo comercial.
Jesus Christ.
That was quick. We'll leave it in.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
thank you. Give me one of them, man. Give me at least one of them.
So they asked Boss Leone where he got the necklace. He goes, "Oh, Minister Richelieu." So they track him down and confront him, and he ends up stabbing Boss Leone and escapes to kind of proceed with the attack on Theed, the Naboo capital. Probably have a few slides to jump through. Yeah, so he's working with Dooku. Another peripheral leader who's promised a planet by Dooku.
I know we have this photo here. I feel like Gungans. Well, I just feel like Gungans have really nice teeth.
Oh, those are nice teeth.
Do you think that they have like dental care or
Not under Boss Nass. I don't know if you got this from Boss Nass, but he was a pretty conservative guy. No social programs or anything, but Boss Leone really got some progressive programs in there. Boss Leone's in critical condition. He can't talk to the troops to stop the fight, but they say, "Jar Jar, you look just like Boss Leone. Why don't you put on his hat?"
Man, where's the racist counter?
I don't like this at all.
Like, you look just like him.
Where's the racist counter?
Anakin's like, "You guys are basically the same. No one will notice." They're like, "That's clearly Jar Jar." He's like, "Oh, I can't tell the difference."
So the Gungans are tricked.
Yeah, look at their faces. They're like, that doesn't look like Boss Leone. And the other guy's like, "Shut the fuck up, it's the same dude."
Yeah. Anakin's like, "I swear to God, they're like they look the exact same." Is it me? He's like turning to Padme.
Like, he's got the hat. Look. So Jar Jar as Boss Leone calls out Richelieu, is like, he's a traitor. Go get him. He's working for Dooku. So
Teach him a lesson.
Richelieu tries to escape, but Dooku has already sent General Grievous to the planet.
Oh, shit.
Which one of those guys is General Grievous?
Start an invasion. So
Left.
Boss
Okay.
Grievous, not knowing that Jar Jar is not Boss Leone, goes to talk to him, and Jar Jar has to try to cancel the attack from Grievous.
Oh shit! So Jar Jar and Grievous are having a conversation, and Jar Jar's like, "How can I persuade General Grievous not to murder people?" Hold on, let me think. I got this. What does he say? I'm very excited.
He does a lot of stalling. There is a point where he orders the general with him out of the room, not General Grievous, the Gungan general. And so there is a point where we don't see them interact, but there wasn't enough there for me to crack a Sith counter there.
Sure.
So while Jar Jar is stalling, the Gungan general is shutting down all these droids, and they want to force Grievous to surrender. So Grievous pops out. I bet there's a picture here.
I like just sucking through a bunch of shit.
Yeah, so Grievous pops out and he takes out his lightsabers and he's like, I'm gonna fucking murder all of these Gungan. And they throw their little EMP blueberries at him, and
sure.
Fucks him up.
Yeah, fucks him up. The general does sacrifice himself to shut down Grievous, but they do end up capturing Grievous. So Grievous
how
is
they fuck it up then? But how
Grievous
do they fuck it up though?
Is a Republic prisoner.
Do they trade him for like fucking? They're like, oh, we traded him to get back the Phantom.
You're
What you mean we get back the Phantom?
So,
no, guys, is the next episode called Trade?
No, Anakin is hunting down Richelieu, and he is led directly into a trap and taken prisoner himself.
Fully Captain Ackbar was there.
Now, despite Padme's objections, they do end up trading Grievous for Anakin because of Jar Jar's orders as Boss Leone, which brings us to our Sith counter, number 15.
My apprentice. Misa called Jar Binks. Misa, your humble servant. Misa propose that the Senate give immediately emergency
Mr. Cambio Grievous for Anakin.
Chancellor.
Like, Padme's like out here making the right play. She's like, you know what? I'm not gonna get my love in the way of politics. Like, we need to win this war.
Honestly,
Like, Anakin, you're by yourself.
Yeah, I would have been like, yo, Anakin, sorry, bro. But like, we're not gonna trade General Grievous for your sorry washed up ass. I've been like, Anakin, what have you done? Like, you're not that like General Grievous is a general. You are just like a fake ass Jedi master.
Yeah. Padme's like, so Jar Jar, you want to get dinner after this?
The next episode is a R2 and 3PO episode where they are doing some earthquake relief. What do you guys think it might be called?
Mr. Man Cantaria Senar. That's Misa would love to get dinner. I don't know what the episode's called. One more time.
Earthquake relief.
Earthquake buddies.
Mercy Mission.
I wouldn't have got that. Yeah,
so this is the planet Aline and its inhabitants.
Is that Rango?
Johnny Depp?
Yeah.
That's Johnny Depp. So they send a clone commander, Commander Wolf, to this planet to try to assist them with earthquakes. Again, it's not quite clear what the Republic's goal is, but maybe they're just being good Samaritans here.
Sure.
So they're like, oh, they need some relief. Apparently there's a way to stop these earthquakes, but there's some trouble communicating with the local inhabitants, which is why they need C-3PO as a translator.
I always forget. Like I kind of remember, but I always it's like one of those things. Like, oh yeah, C-3PO speaks like
they have no other
1,000
translators.
Yeah, that's his job, is to know languages. That's his actual job.
But they don't have any other translators. Like it always has to be C-3PO.
They're trying to work with these people to see what's causing these earthquakes. So R2's in there investigating some controls and shit they have. Now they show them this big. I hope there's a picture. I should look at these first, huh?
No. Well, see, they're being sneaky there for sure.
Here's what they show them. They show them this big talisman type hole deal. And
I'm a nice big talisman hole.
Now 3PO falls through this hole, and R2, of course, chases after him.
Honestly, though, but how? Like,
R2's
don't
not
stand,
again.
like all you have to do is not stand on it. You know what I mean? Like, how the fuck do you fall through that hole?
He's very clumsy. But yeah, the little guys are like, "Oh, let us show you this this cool shit," and they follow, and 3PO just falls right through. R2 chases after him.
This is random, but have you ever played have you played the Lego Star Wars games?
I've played like the original ones, which were episodes 1 through 3.
C-3PO is the worst character to get. He's the worst with the
Yeah,
play.
I think he's useless, right? He doesn't do anything.
He doesn't do anything. No, he can't jump. He
Hell
can
yeah.
only walk and open doors.
They fall into the subterranean level of this planet, and they meet these weird tree people.
Ah,
It's like Lord of the Rings.
scary looking.
It's the end.
Yeah.
Who are like, "You don't belong here. Your surface air poisons us trees. You gotta go talk to our leader to stop these earthquakes."
He's with Pip and Mary.
Okay, little orcs.
Yeah, they're like, we've decided after long deliberation that you are not orcs.
It's like, we know we're not orcs. You guys gotta come help us out.
Yeah, it's like, God damn it.
So this is their leader,
I'm
Orkney.
surprised that, it looks like she's like organic and not just totally a tree. Like there's some aliens.
She's not a
somewhere in
tree.
there, you know?
She was a collection of fireflies that became one firefly.
Sounds
Oh,
odd.
of course. That was my next guess.
I'd fuck that flyer, fly.
So
Nailed
she's
it.
like, "You could stop the earthquakes if you solve this riddle." And she disappears.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Let's hear the riddle.
And little Missy's packing a brain too.
All right,
okay.
you guys want to... Marty, you can't answer unless you don't
can't
actually
answer.
remember the answer.
Oh, I remember.
All right, you
Yeah,
boys
baby.
want a riddle?
Yes.
You can run, but you cannot walk. You have a mouth, but you cannot talk.
River.
You have a head, but never weep.
River.
You have
River.
a bed, but never sleep.
It's a river.
Yep, it's Rivers Cuomo.
He's why Wes has been watching these episodes all.
Wes
Yeah.
Wes is literally, he's just reading the fucking fandom wiki of that. He's scrolling through and fucking just pulling up the.
It's when the line is when you have a mouth but not a head. It's always a river because a river has a mouth but not a like.
Oh
that's
yeah,
the-
or a bed.
Everybody makes the
Yeah.
same riddle.
Classic river
Everybody does
riddle.
the same fucking riddles,
that
man.
or a chair.
I have
That's
a
your
face
textbook
and two
river riddle.
hands.
A quack.
Yep.
Very easy. Very easy,
So
boys.
they,
I'll be like,
uh,
I win.
They solve it, and then they get blasted out of the planet's core by a
Is
geyser.
that 3PO flying through the air like that?
Yeah, they get blasted out of the
Okay.
planet's core by a
It's
geyser.
kind of heroic. Like that's a Marvel.
Which
film
one?
that he's
Which
got.
one's 3PO?
Like R2-D2 is just kind of flying. Like he's all loosey goosey, but fucking 3PO looks like he was just shooting
He's
a
a
fucking web
ragdoll
out of his
there.
hand like Spider-Man.
So they
Oh, shit.
all of a sudden all these little guys start passing out, and they realize that not only is the surface air toxic to the people below, but the below air is toxic to the people above.
Oh man, lose.
So they
I've
go
been
in,
there.
they go and plug that hole, and they solve the problem.
Been
Every
there.
time that I have to breathe the below air, I get very intoxicated.
Yeah.
I really need to plug that hole.
Plug that hole.
And here's Commander Wolf saying, "Oh man, I'm gonna dump you on the next ship I see because you're causing a nuisance, 3PO." So there's the first 5 episodes of season 4.
Into Spanish. I gotta say, Commander Wolf is like actually like an intimidating commander name. It's not like he's like Commander Jim, and then they're like, "Why the fuck?" Like give them cool names. Like don't.
This is Commander Bootstraps.
Yeah,
I agree.
He's just picking people up. I feel like they're like a lot more, like you were saying, a lot more like legitimate kind of Star Wars. Like they're moving now through the story at a faster pace. What I assume is sort of like the linear storyline at a much faster pace than they were.
We're
good. The 3PO and like R2-D2 episodes are always, kind of the weird one-off.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, you think this is going to be a one-off?
Well, I don't know.
Maybe you'll have to listen to the next podcast to find out.
Oh man, but that'll be a week from now.
But yeah, you start to see all the chess pieces being laid. Dooku and the Republic fighting for control of planets, and
Dooku was doing a lot of influencing these last few episodes. He's like fucking throwing planets around like nobody's business.
You get a planet, you get a planet.
I'm telling you.
He's just playing a board game right now. He's just like,
right.
We're gonna play this card. Let's see how it goes.
Yeah.
So let's end this one. Does anyone have an ending? I know someone may have wrote something down.
I think Wesley.
I'm ready.
I think our pal Wesley.
All right. So as we always say to end the Canon Balls podcast, Wesley.
Me encanta el podcast de Canon Balls.
Beautiful.
All craft, pull up.